Item number 4 is request to approve and advertise local legislation correcting and adjusting compensation for probate judge and reestablishing relative percentage compensation for sheriff, revenue commissioner, and commission chairman.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Harvey.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Battles.
Mr. Chair.
One second, let me tell where we are, and then we'll ask for discussion. As you know, the bill that we have is being drawn by legislative reference. The only change I would tell you since Thursday is in the numbers. As you know, this is based off of the probate judge's salary, and that salary is based on the ending salary of the prior probate judge. We did some checking over the weekend, and I think we were using a $98,000 figure, but once we actually drilled down, that figure was a little less. So we were looking at, I think in Thursday's version, $107,000 as the base for the probate judge. That figure is actually $105,000. So the percentages of everybody else will be down just a little bit. So for those of you, this is actually going to cost about $6,000 less than it was on Thursday. So that's good news. The only other thing is legislative reference. It's going to be in a different structure than this. The version they've sent me, they're actually amending the laws that we're currently under, as opposed to doing it all in one bill like this. But that's what they're for. They're there to make it legal. Conceptually, it will all be the same as what you have before you. So just wanted to make you aware of that. Now, discussion.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Singfield.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the floor. Yes, I'd like to make a motion to
Well, we have a motion on the floor already.
amend the original request, substitute.
Are you amending the motion, or I think what you want to do is make a substitute motion?
Make a substitute motion
Okay.
to the legislative correction for the probate judge to the $105,000, the sheriff at $92,000, no increase for the county commission or revenue commission.
All right, we have a substitute motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor of that motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
And I will vote nay also. Motion fails. Now we're back to the original motion. Any more discussion from the commission? Okay, anyone else here like to make any comments? I know Mr. Taylor said he wanted to make a brief comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, Commissioners, I would like to ask that the Commission consider amending the bill to eliminate the raise for Chairman and Revenue Commissioner. The original intent of this legislation was to correct what was called a quirk in the law that affected the salary of the probate judge and the sheriff. This wrong can easily be fixed by setting the salary of the judge at $107,000 and the sheriff at 89% of the judge's salary. No other action is needed, nor is it warranted. It is hoped that the Commission will see this and act accordingly. However, if for whatever reason the legislation passes this Commission in its present form, let this statement serve as notice that an alternate bill has been drafted and will be advertised and delivered to the local legislative delegation with proof of advertising for them to consider. That bill will have only the probate judge's salary and that of the sheriff, as previously stated. Our representatives and our senators can then put forward whichever bill they choose. Thank you, Jim.
Okay, just on this is not about individuals. It's not about Patrick Davenport or Donald Valenza or Starla Moss or Mark Culver. This is about positions and fairness of those positions compared to others around the state. I think you've heard all the officials say that. And I appreciate the positions of my fellow commissioners, and we have no animosity up here. We're going to carry on together. But I will say it is concerning when you know, you've had officials, 3 officials that have all been making roughly the same money for over 2 decades. And then you have one that we're going to move up $20,000 and not address the others. I just don't think that's right. You need to keep, somewhere down the road, you need to keep those comparable positions comparable. Now, this one makes it $10,000 different, and I think we can all live with that. So I appreciate those who are willing to look at it without people's names in the positions and consider the positions for what they are, and that is his positions and not people's, not the people that are in them. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Anybody else? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
No.
All right, and chairman votes aye, and the motion passes.